if you're in the position of your parents and they ask you for help and they've been good to you, like very good to you, are you going to help them or are you going to, tell them to fuck off and solve their problems for themselves? Like this is in a situation where they've been good to you. So I have a Dave Ramsey podcast show here, like a scenario here, and the reply that Dave Ramsey gives is absolutely shocking. So I just want you all to hear this and give your opinion on how you would react if this was you.
My wife and I put our children through college, bought them cars, and provided for them till they moved out. To this day, we still pay their phone bills, in spite of the fact that our oldest child is a doctor and our youngest is a manager for a high-end retail company. Both earn six-figure salaries. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we were hit with two natural disasters last year, a flash flood and a fire to our home. We didn't have flood insurance, but were able to cash flow the repairs for the flood and our deductible for the fire. We currently only have 3 debts, 2 vehicles, which replace the ones that we lost in the flood, and our mortgage is $47,000. Even though our children earn 4 to 5 times what we make, they say, according to your teachings, in parentheses, they have no obligation to help us. They have told us, well, Dad,
That is actually true. The child has no obligation really to help the parents. Like you can say that, and I'll accept that as a fact. Like there's no obligation on the child to take care of the parents. But again, it's a moral thing. It's a principle thing. It's like you have to be non-human to not have any sort of like feelings towards your parent that are positive. Like I understand, your like parents have their own problems, they have their own issues, they have all things going against them and all of that. But people also forget that they are also human and they have their own flaws and they do the best they know. Like obviously their parents were dickheads and all of that, but if your parents have been good to you, like this is just because there's different scenarios where you can tell your parents to fuck off, and I get that. But in this situation where like the dad has been good, the parents have been good to the children, they take care of everything, like they make sure like they got good jobs at very reputable places or whatever. And your parents are hit with a natural disaster um and they are struggling to, kind of meet up financially with all the debt and everything. I would help. I think everyone should, especially given the whole context of all of this scenario. Maybe your personal like experiences with your parents is different, and then we have to like each situation is different, so we have to take each situation as it comes. But for this one, I say the children are being dicks, honestly. Like
Dave Ramsey says to allow you to sink or swim because your debt is your obligation. Are we wrong to ask them for help, or are they interpreting your advice incorrectly?
Wow. First thing is, it's weird when you pay your grown kids' bills of any kind, including their phone bill. And you know whose fault that is?
no, no, it's not weird at all. Like people need help. People are struggling. It is not weird at all. I think there is even Dave Ramsey helped his daughter, who was the one that was just reading the context of this situation. I think he even helped her when she was in her mid-20s or something. I do not think it is weird at all to, as a parent, to even give your kids or your child like financial help or whatever, or even pay their bills. It is still financial help. Even if you give them money and they still pay their bills, it's the same thing. And the fact that he said, what did he say? He said there's something wrong with it. Like I absolutely do not agree with that. Honestly, I don't.
Robert, yours. You should have cut that off when they left home. I don't pay Rachel's dadgum phone bill. I don't pay her Netflix bill.
Denise
Don't pay
does
her
have
gas
y'all's
bill.
Netflix password, though.
Well, I didn't give it
That's
to her.
besides the point.
When you raise children, and as
Yes, it is their job. I don't I don't understand. It is the parents' jobs to raise the kids right. But at some certain point, it becomes the kids' job to take care of the parents. In this situation where the relationship is good, I don't think it is even a question in my mind that you should absolutely help them financially. But there are different situations where you can see that, okay, maybe the parents have been, extremely toxic, extremely like, manipulative and all of that. But this is not that situation. Like, yes, the parents' job to raise the kids, and the kids have become this mature human being. They're, now, um, respectable individuals in society. So why not just pay that back? It's not a moral thing. I don't know if I don't know what the Ramsey is saying here. I feel like no, I just can't. I can't see logic in what they're saying, even though it's trying to be logical. But this is not logic anymore. This is yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. Well, I changed your diaper, so you need to send me to France on a vacation. What? I've heard this crap my whole life.
No, the situation is not saying send the parents to France. Even uh, it's trying to use other situations, unrealistic situation, like realistic, but not in this situation. But this situation is they have been good, they're financially well, and they're eat with national disaster. That's the question. Each context deserves its own, um, context deserves its own allowance of of respect and reason to it. Because in this case, I said like the children should, because they're earning 4 to 5 times above what the parents are earning, and they're in a difficult situation. I'm gonna say this again and again and again. That's what I'm gonna say, but the Ramses stupidity is kind of on show here, so I do not agree with what they say.
What? I've heard this crap my whole life. I do not understand it. Your children are not obligated to any of you because you did your job as a mother or a father.
I think they are. They absolutely are. Because mom and dad are also human beings. Like parents are human beings also. At some point they're gonna need taken care of. So which job is it then? Someone else's child is gonna I don't understand what it's trying to say here. Maybe your parents have been dicks, but again, once you're once you have grown up and obviously like situations where the parents have been absolutely absent, they have not been good, they have been abusive, all of that. I think at the end of the day, it's just yeah, my dad is a dick, and you can tell it to face. But this is not that situation, right? And I just don't agree with what he's saying. Like the way he's saying it is pissing me off. Like that's just why I am. I don't get it. I don't. I absolutely do not get it. Honestly.
They are not in debt to you because you fed them, period. So the entitlement that is dripping through this, Robert,
And, oh, and entitlement is not a word. If the natural disaster didn't happen, I don't think they'll be asking for financial help at all. In this case, in this scenario, I don't think they'll be asking for financial help. But entitlement is not the word. Yeah, I don't pissed
my
off, man.
disgust with your entitlement, yes, that is my teaching. That's a disgusting entitlement that you should think that your children owe you something because you were just simply a father and did what you were supposed to do. My children are not obligated to me. Now, I have never said, Dave Ramsey says, allow you to sink or swim because your debt isn't our obligation. That's not phrasing and verbiage that I would use. So either your children have added drama to what I say or you have. I'm not sure who. What I would say is it's not their job to take care of their mom and dad. They're not morally or ethically obligated to do that. Now, if they are able and mom and dad are in a pinch and they want to give mom and dad some money because there's somebody that I love and they're hurting, I've never said not to do that, but that's way different than being obligated by the fact that you simply did your job as their dad. That's different.
My wife and I put our children through college.
Yeah, so that's it, man. Like honestly, I think it's an obligation. I'm not going to lie. Is it necessary? No. Is it a necessary obligation? No. It's just a moral obligation. Like I want to say what the comment says because I do not. Oh man, yeah. Like all the comment is saying, like it's an ethical or moral. Like it's not legally. You're not legally obliged, but it is a moral a morally good thing to do because they raised you right. And I think anyone reasonable enough, apart from the Ramsey, apparently, is gonna see reason to this. So Yeah. The Ramsey, this is not it. I mean, they are not obligated, but the parents have done everything that they have, and they're in a pinch. So why not just help them? See you guys in the next one.